SBGB TV live calling show. What's happening?
Yo, what up, Deezy? This E. I just left a comment in your chat.
What's going on
No,
with you,
what I
brother?
was I was saying was like it seemed like now that the money done dried up, now everybody want to say something. And I was saying that now that Puff where he at, maybe people feel like it's safe. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I ain't trying to take nothing away from nobody's life, right? But years later, it'd be hard to feel like it's credibility in what they be saying because you waited so long. Like when the money was good, everybody was quiet, right? Because if we really want to be honest, Wendy Williams said that that dude was suspect back in the '90s. Everybody thought she was crazy. If we really want to just be a hundred, Wendy
Yeah.
Williams then said that Puff is a suspect. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
But
she
then
did.
nobody wanted to believe it, right? Nobody wanted to believe it for whatever their reason. I get it. But now, years later, that you know, they done smeared him all over the media, and he behind bars. It just seemed like now people want to come out and say this, that, and the third. Why you didn't say it with your chest out when it happened? If you felt that bad, you see what I'm saying? You can't be signing NDAs and et cetera, then later on, say that the man did you wrong. Uh, like for example, what was the girl Deezy? I think in Chicago, the girl who come up on a live and moms signed the NDA and took a bunch of money, and now she done lost her. Kanika Jenkins, I think that's her name.
Okay.
Okay, you see what I'm saying? Mom signed the NDA and took like three mil. You know what I'm saying? But that's what your daughter's life is worth. You see what I'm saying? Now that the money gone, you out here walking down the street naked, losing your mind. But you know what I'm saying? You didn't want justice back then. You took the money, you took whatever deals, you took the fame, right? You took all of that. And now, however many years later, you're looking for sympathy from the people when you didn't say nothing at the time is all I'm saying, bro. If we talking about accountability, like, dude, you should have, like, what was it then? Did you not feel safe then? You see what I'm saying? It just seemed like now that he's behind bars, people feel like they can openly say something. So that's the reason that I said, like, what is it because you feel safe now? I mean, like, what stopped you all these years later? You see what I'm saying? Was it the money or what? Like, what was it? What stopped? Right?
Okay.
You could have said it with your chest. I mean, what's the difference? I mean, well, we know the difference, but you should have said something back then. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like, by this being the internet age now, Deezy, you don't know if niggas clout chasing or if it was real. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
bro, you see dudes out here selling out for this internet. You know what I mean? Everybody's looking for viral moments. You see what I'm saying? So, is this one of those times? Because people that's serious about that, bro, they like, it just don't seem like they would go about it in the manner that they going about it. I'm not in their position. I ain't been in their position. I'm just soaking up the content like everybody else. But since they putting it out there, we all gonna have our opinions on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it just seems like, it's convenient now for a lot of this. Like Puff is easy. He down right now. So it's like people can take shots at. People take shots at you when you down. You know what I mean? They take shots that they wouldn't have took if the dude was up. You know what I'm saying? Or when you had the opportunity to confront that.
Yeah.
So
I
I don't
understand
know,
what you're
dude.
saying.
Yeah, I don't know if it's content. I don't know if this stuff be content or if they be serious. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But
I
again, if they
definitely
be
agree
serious,
with you.
they
If you when you saying you don't
yeah.
know if it's content or if it's real, but I
Okay.
definitely, No, I feel like he had some participation with it. Maybe it was a time or two that he felt he was taken advantage of, but I definitely feel like he had some participation at some point. Because he just said that he was cheating on his girl, but then on another time he said he wasn't cheating.
Right. You see what I'm saying? You ain't innocent, and then I don't have to tell you. Everybody is always running plays on this internet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody is always running plays. So again, you don't be knowing what's real. It became just like TV now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to tell what's real, what's fake.
Yeah.
It's a couple of content creators. Like you call it the way you see it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no. We all got our opinions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I would like to if it's cool, I want to speak on something that you said yesterday. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like when you said you was feeling some way about dudes not getting that whack, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Deezy. Number one, LA is really big. Number two, Deezy, if you gotta okay, look, you in your crib look nice. You know what I'm saying? You look like you built something nice for yourself. You get what I'm saying? You're not finna just screw that off. You get what I'm saying? It's a lot of dudes that were street dudes who have built up something for themselves, and I don't know if they just down to throw it all away chasing behind that dude. You know what I'm saying? So, the older you get, a lot of that ain't worth it. Now, if you still claim to be out in the street and you ain't handle your business, I get it. But, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna crash out, you know what I'm saying, behind that. And again, you go places where he hang out at, bro, the law be there. You get what I'm saying? It's not like, it's not like he go to places where he can be touched at or where he can be seen at. You know what I mean? You already know. He said he ain't going to nobody's hood, so that's out. You see what I'm saying? So you have to try to catch him wherever. But, if you somebody who got a life, I'm quite sure when you get off the internet, you know what I'm saying, when you ain't doing your content, you making your moves. You get what I'm saying? You ain't bring nobody out here trying to crash out behind that stupid. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I'm agreeing with you on that, right? But then that's when I say to the ones that's on the internet, popping it and that they repping, the set and on the dead homies, can't nobody come around here. Why have that energy when the energy where it should be directed towards niggas is not saying nothing?
Because it's all content. You get what I'm saying? Like we was just talking about that dudes is running plays. Like, see, the real stuff is it got real. Like, say when Ford Extra had an incident with his hand. See, it got real. You know what I'm saying? The energy shifted after that. You get what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, it's just, to me, it just seemed like it's content. Everybody's hell bent on making somebody content. You get what I'm saying? Dudes is out here. Now, where I do agree with you at is like dudes is out here recording phone calls with each other and all this kind of stuff. It's like, wow, bro. It's I don't know if it's like this cyber world changed the streets, or did the streets sell out to the cyber world? Because a lot of stuff came to the cyber world that I think shouldn't have probably ever came to the internet. You know what I mean? Like,
I agree.
The serious hood business should have never made it to the internet. Like, there's certain things that shouldn't have just never made it to the internet. Now the internet got a lot of people looking bad because it just seems like everybody's crashing off of content or just looking for content. You know what I'm saying? Looking at like my man that stepped out, Cowboy, was filming this video. You thought he was gonna be content. He made you content with one punch.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? It's this is what it seemed like it came to, bro. I think I told you the last time I talked to you, bro. This internet clout seems to be a worse drug than cocaine, bro. Everybody want to be famous. You know what I'm saying? Don't know. Everybody can't be the chief, D.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't be the chief. Everybody can't be what they claiming they are, but on the internet, you can.
You know,
Uh,
and when you say that, it's like I say that to the people that are out there in the street banging, stay off the internet. But you can't portray this image on the internet, but somebody that is out there lining everybody up. When you run into that type of individual, you feel like, all right, they're gonna be able to put me in a better position. I'm gonna put this shit to the side. I ain't with that. But on another note, you on that over here. If somebody pull up in the neighborhood, I just feel like if niggas is gonna be podcasters, be podcasters. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Be like, why are you trying to leverage the street with podcasting when you niggas know that you don't want to really go to jail? You're not going to address the nigga that's in the podcast world telling on everybody. Just be a podcaster. Leave that shit alone, because I really feel like it's watered down. You know what I'm saying? And I know in every neighborhood across the world in the street areas, anybody can get touched. They busting people everywhere. Yes, but I mean, trying to portray that image to the internet about the set and the dead homies, I really think that shit, that time and age, is like, it's done with that, because all you doing is identifying shit for the feds.
Yeah, that's a fact. And I mean, and plus, like, real talk, bro. See, I'm an older dude, bro. I'm in my 50s, so the 80s and 90s, that shit is over with, bro. It's not like it used to be. Like, you can't keep something alive that's really pretty much dead and gone. Like, you can't make the money that we made back then. The laws is totally different. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It was a different time back then. So trying to keep that alive is really to our detriment. You get what I'm saying? Because I mean, just take for example. And again, I'm finna be like my man. I ain't trying to start nothing, none of that old crap. But look at B Braids, bro. Don't nobody want to be stuck for the rest of their life doing content from behind bars. I mean, you get what I'm saying? It's
I
like,
agree.
bro, come on, man. Yeah, he don't have no choice in the rest of his life no more. He where he at. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, you supposed to want more for yourself than that. So to me, that's kind of dead now. You know what I mean? You just throwing your life away, even though we threw a lot of our lives away. But again, that was our era. This YouTube, this cyber age, this is the guy's era today. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can make money. Like, we had to make money on the streets. There was no YouTube and stuff like that back then. So we got our money the way we got our money. Now, a total nobody to start a YouTube channel and make money. You get what I'm saying? It really ain't about the street no more. So, we shouldn't be trying to keep alive something that is really to the detriment. I mean, dudes is out here fighting Ricos. I mean, look, dude, I'm cool being the square, Deezy. You get what I'm saying?
I agree.
Making
I'm
my
with
money on my job. You get what I'm saying? I ain't claiming to be nobody bad, but I've been there, done that. I've been to the pen, all that. That ain't like being whatever, bro. You know what I'm saying? My kids don't even know I've been in jail like that. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't need to know none of that. You know what I mean? That wasn't that was my time when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to evolve from that. Everybody evolved except us. You get what I'm saying? And it's really time to evolve and move on from that, bro.
And I agree. And I know some of the people out that way don't understand why I'm saying certain things the way I'm saying it, but I'm saying it because when I'm directly saying it straight on, I feel like some people are not understanding it. So I said, if I say it a different way, maybe if I target a certain situation, maybe people will grasp onto it and stop falling victim from the BS, because nobody's winning. It's like everybody's losing, and then you got this one individual that's lining everybody up, and they can't see it because they want to be on YouTube or, doing content.
Yeah, well, maybe they do see it, Deezy. I mean, look at it like this too, bro. We talking about grown men, right? Like these ain't no kids, right? All these dudes, for the most part, is at least in their 30s. Some is in their 40s and 50s, right? So we're talking about well-grown men. It's enough content on whatever individual who you around, if they're in that world, for you to see what you're dealing with. And if you align yourself with certain individuals, knowing what you know, well, ain't that kind of like on you? Like as a grown man, you're responsible for your decision. So they get what they saying. They know what they doing. And then when they get caught up in that trap, oh no, you gotta drink your soup. You know what I'm saying? You know what you was dealing with. You know what I'm saying? You can't cry after the fact. It's almost like making a deal with the devil. You know what I'm saying? You got the money or whatever, you got the fame. You got to pay that price. You know what you did. You know what I'm saying? You align yourself with the devil, or you lay down with dogs, you're going to get fleas. It ain't no excuses. Everybody is grown out here. And especially when you talk about dudes, oh, nigga, I got off the porch when I was 14. When I was 15. Okay, that's cool. So that means you really should know better if you was doing it like that.
Facts.
Right? You should really know better. Okay? So that kind of go to show you the real ones ain't worrying about internet fame. The real ones do their content like I like the way Compton Rick Rock do his. He seems to be unbiased. You know what I mean? It's about the entertainment. It ain't about this who that who, at least in my opinion. So I can get down with that content, bro. This stuff is just entertainment, man. When everybody log off and go to bed, ain't nobody affected by this. So, like I said, you one of the dudes that keep it real. There's a couple dudes I follow. I don't follow everybody, bro. I catch a lot of clips. Clips of videos here, clips of videos there. You know what I'm saying? And then just check out what they say from it. And from a lot of that, it's like, no, I'm cool on that, bro. We grown black men going back and forth. Some of these dudes got us, particularly out here on the West Coast, got us looking like some little fanboys. This back and forth. It's like, man, come on, man. Get that shit the rest already. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So, man, I be just trying to throw a little perspective out there at you, Deezy. Dudes get it, but ain't nobody finna crash out chasing this nigga. Ain't nobody finna do that. And, again, to the dudes that's standing on that, said individual is not going to be around none of them dudes' hoods. You see what I'm saying? It's like, how you gonna be so down and claim to be so gangster, but you scared to step foot anywhere in LA or Compton? Get what I'm saying? You can't be like that and claim to be no gangster neither now. That's kind of a two-way street.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If boy ain't finna go to Gonzalez Park, or he can't go to Ludus Park or Enterprise Park, or, you get what I'm saying? Where all these Damus and the Pyrus is at. If you can't go hang around with none of them dudes, if you scared to go over there, well, dude, don't nobody want to hear how gangster you are either. You get what I'm saying?
Solid.
This what I'm saying. You can't be hollering on this, on that, and you this and you that, and then call out like 100 fades, and then you don't show up for none of them. Get what I'm saying? Come on, man. Let's be honest, Deezy. How many dudes is waiting to get a piece of whack? And how many of them showed up for him?
Yeah,
You
we
get what I'm
already
saying? He
know.
didn't show up for none of it, right?
Zero.
Okay, so why would anybody be trying to crash out going after him and he making it a point to stay out the way? And like I said, if any of these dudes got anything built up for themselves, you get what I'm saying? They not. They would be stupid to go crash out. Really, like, like your house. Did anybody give you that? Everything you ever got, was it ever given to you, or did you
Nothing.
get that out the mud?
Out the mud.
Okay, you not finna throw what you built up out the mud away for nothing.
And that's a
I
fact.
mean, you appear to be smarter than that. You get what I'm saying? You do your content. You ain't on here claiming to be from Krypton, none of that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You calling it the way you see it. That's it, bro. You know what I'm saying? We grown men. You know, and again, to the fellas who might get offended, like, come on, y'all. Once it hit the internet, it's fair game for any and everybody, bro. You can't be mad, for people that react or critique the content that you put out. You know what I mean? That is what that is, y'all. Come on, like,
Yeah.
let's stop. You know what I mean? Let's stop that. And plus, again, if you play your cards right, people who ain't nobody can get on YouTube and make money. People make money on cooking videos and workout videos. And I mean, it's like, bro, it's a wide open lane for people. Like, come on, man, don't, like, let's be smarter, man. All I'm saying is, come on, people, we got to evolve. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to evolve with the rest of the world. That's all I'm saying. We got to be smarter. Like, it's enough dudes from my particular generation that you can see what not to be like. Get what I'm saying? Like, it's plenty of examples of what not to be, bro. Like, do some things different now. It's okay to be a square, bro. It's okay to be a nerd. Everybody wasn't meant to be gangster. See, these are the difference between my era and the era today. Like, a lot of our parents, you gotta understand, that was when the crack epidemic first hit. So a lot of our parents was on shine. A lot of our parents was on dope. You get what I'm saying? So, like, the gangsters, the niggas that was in the streets, was dudes who had a home life that was like that. It wasn't no 2-parent household niggas out there faking jacks. The niggas in the streets was really like that. You get what I'm saying? Because they didn't have. Dude, I know dudes who was smoking Sherm at 10 and 12 years old because their parents was crackheads. You get what I'm saying? It was that's. So, but today, people got parents, you kind of like little spoiled kids that want to be from the streets. You get what I'm saying? Don't be telling me you had moms and pops at home and you led this kind of life. You pretty much grew up with a silver spoon, but then you chose to be a thug. How lame is that, bro? That's lame.
Yeah.
That wasn't even supposed to be your walk of life. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, stop trying to keep a. Bro, DJ Quick even said it in that song. He was a gangster. Like, bro, he said, how long ago was that? Bro, it's over, bro. Like, the banging is over. You know what I'm saying? Just real talk, Deezy. Let's say if you walk into a liquor store, right? Let's say you steal something, right? We talking about out here. Let's say you steal a bag of chips. You go to jail. Okay, you got a record already. You a gangster, so special enhancements. You get what I'm saying? Like, dude, you talking about something that could have been 60 days, but because of your rap sheet and the fact that you a gangster, this, that, and the third, you looking at way more time now than what you probably would have, anybody else would have got under normal circumstances. So, bro, they out here giving out time, dude. They stretching people, bro. And I would like to think that we smarter than throwing our lives away for some BS. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've been to the penitentiary one time, dude. I was like, nah, I can't do this. All that nuts to butt shit and what the niggas was in there doing, nah. Let me go down this path, yo. I'm cool. You get what I'm saying? I'm done with all of this. Y'all could have all of it. And I feel I was a better dude for it. But that's my walk. That's my path. You know what I'm saying? I just hope other dudes can find, you know, find a way to get out that street stuff like that, bro. Because it look corny now, to be honest.
100%
You know,
correct.
right? It really do look corny, but again, that's because, like I said, the era, our time is over. You know what I'm saying? The things we did back then, you can't do them today. But a lot of people shouldn't even try. I mean, again, it's a different world now. So if you're not smart enough to evolve, hey man, maybe you might need to get locked up. You know what I'm saying? You're
Yep.
not doing no good. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing us as a people no good. You know, it's 2026. We're not supposed to still be doing the same things, like keeping up the same stupid ass cycle and really not getting nothing out the deal.
Nothing.
You know, nothing, bruh. I mean, what you want, a reputation? And don't nobody give a damn about none of that now.
At
Ain't
all.
nobody out here fighting like that no more anyway. So it ain't, come on, bro, raise your kids. You know what I'm saying? Handle your business. Get your grind on, man, and you know, leave that old stuff alone, man. We too smart for this. Or if you're gonna be out there, and especially if you're gonna put it on the internet, don't get mad at dudes like Deezy for, you know what I'm saying, commenting on it and giving his opinion on it. You put it out there. You know what I'm saying? So it's fair game, man. So that's all, Deezy. I wanted to get on here and chop it up with you a little bit about that, man. Ain't nobody gonna crash out behind that pool, man. You know what I'm saying? The other dudes, whatever, you roast on them, I get you. But like I said, for the most part, grown men ain't finna be out here, you know what I'm saying, with none of that. At least I'm talking about men in every sense of the word, not no street star. I'm talking about a grown ass man is not finna be out here chasing that. You know what I'm saying?
Solid.
So yeah, that's all I'm saying, Brody. Don't think we all out here on that dumb shit, bro, because we not, bro. I know how they got us looking, but it's a lot of solid individuals. You know what I'm saying? That's out here taking care of what's important, bro. That's what it's about, bro. Taking care of what's important and prioritizing, their lives over that BS, bro. That's it, Deezy.
Man, I appreciate you calling in too, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna holler at you, man, because I ain't too long got work, nigga tired. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's bro, cats is out here doing their thing, man.
I appreciate
So I'm gonna holler at you, big dog.
Appreciate you calling in, definitely, man. And
yes, sir.
Shout out to you for that good call, bro.
Sure.